to the groups who have joined together to make tonight's program so special. City of Frederick Council President Katie Nash, Jessica Elza Talley, Development Officer for the Frederick County Public Library, the Frederick Children's Chorus under the direction of Judy DuBose, Miss Central Maryland, Anna Diane, and Miss Central Maryland team, Ava Stevenson. All Saints Episcopal Church are generously hosting us this evening so that we're not in the cold rain, the City of Frederick, and the Holidays and Historic Frederick Committee of Celebrate Frederick. Let's give them all a hand. To kick us off tonight, it's now my pleasure to welcome to the podium Council President Katie Nash.
Good evening. I offer you most warm greetings. Coincidentally, this is actually my place of worship. Usually my husband and I sit right in that pew over there. So we're excited to be home. We do have a tradition in my faith that's called being a place of radical welcome. So you are radically welcome here this evening. And I just wanted to say thank you for coming out. Thank you for all of our city folks who have made tonight special and possible, especially with the last minute transitions. So tonight we're gonna light some candles and we're gonna celebrate the Festival of Light. When I was thinking about how I was gonna welcome you this evening, I reflected on what exactly is light. I'm a city council president, so science is a little not my best subject matter, but the concept of light, right, is that it's made of tiny little particles. And I did have to look this up. I bet somebody in this room knows, but they're called protons. And those little tiny particles come together to create light. You probably know where I'm going with this. But light is only possible by movement. Movement that is generated by some waves and other sciencey stuff, but essentially movement, tiny protons, create light. So welcome this evening as we enter this holiday season. We have a lot of special festivals and events going on in the city of Frederick. But as we go through this really busy holiday season, be mindful, of course, that it is because we all come together, because we move and we want to create positive change in our community, it is possible to celebrate events like this and have a fantastic 2025. Some may be wondering how the Festival of Lights came to be. This community gathering began over 30 years ago by the City of Frederick resident, Julia Hanna, who expressed concern that the world was losing sight of the real meaning of holiday season. And maybe some of us have been feeling that this year. She invited residents to display single white candles in their windows and encouraged community togetherness. The Festival of Lights began with this act of warmth and fellowship. Since then, the tradition has evolved into an inclusive gathering, now featuring community leaders and organizations. When it began, there were only 20 people in attendance. Over the years, the numbers have grown. And tonight, the response is inspirational. Whether you're a first-time attendee or an annual participant like me, I love this event, thank you so much for being here this evening.
Thank you, Council President Nash. It's now my pleasure to introduce Jessica Elza Talley, our inspirational speaker for the evening. Jess is the Development Officer for the Frederick County Public Libraries. She has had the extraordinary opportunity to work with colleagues and community partners to build a philanthropy program from the ground up, a professional dream come true. Jess teaches nonprofit leadership and marketing classes at Hood College, where she's inspired by the next generation of do-gooders. When she's not at the library or in the classroom, she's hanging out at home, her husband, 2 kids, and their ridiculously good-looking English bulldog on their farm in Myersville, Maryland. Please welcome me and please join me in welcoming Jess.
All right, good evening, everyone. First, I wanted to offer a hearty thank you to Melissa Muntz, who nominated me to give this year's inspirational speech, fully knowing that I am more often sarcastic than I am inspirational. So in thinking about this challenge, I decided to tell you about something that I've been thinking about lately, how much of life comes down to luck. The last time that I felt really lucky, I was at a fundraising event for my son's baseball team. I played one of those $1 pull tab games, and I won $200. My husband, who's here, he was thrilled for me, and he always says, "You are so lucky." And I was, because that wasn't even my dollar to begin with, it was his. And now I had a 19,900% increase in dollars in my pocket. And I am really lucky, not in the sense that I've won $1 million, at least not yet anyways, because if I did, there would definitely be signs. But I have been lucky my whole life, ever since I was a kid. When I was a kid, my dad used to drop pennies everywhere he went, at the grocery store, walking to the mailbox, and he was a Boy Scout leader. So when the troop went hiking on the trail, he would drop a few coins and wait for the scouts and adults behind him to find them. And he thought it was the greatest joke to watch them all get excited saying, "What are the odds? Finding a penny or finding a quarter right here in the middle of the woods." He wouldn't say anything than other to quietly observe and say, "Today is your lucky day." He even bought special coins and foreign coins to add another layer of excitement and conversation. And this went on for months before his friend Jimmy caught on, and they both laughed hysterically about it. This is one of my dad's favorite stories to tell. It's the ultimate dad joke, but also an act of kindness. And I think about this sometimes, how when you find a penny on the ground, the eternal optimist will see a sign from the universe. It's a sign that goodness abounds. And once you receive a sign like that, you start to look for them more often. The harder you look, the more signs you see. And of course, the universe is full of magic, and every once in a while, your stars will align, and you'll experience some real, genuine good luck. But I think that most miracles can be traced back to someone else's quiet act of kindness. Despite all the odds, something good has made its way to you. And I think it's interesting now that I'm an adult, I'm a professional fundraiser, Melissa read you my bio, and I have raised millions of dollars for the charitable organizations that I have worked for. And I know firsthand that every dollar and every donation started with someone else's quiet act of kindness. So because they've asked me to be inspirational, and I've spent nearly all of my time talking about myself, I'd love for you to think about how you've been lucky in your life. What are the good things that have made their way to you? Is it how you met your partner or your best friend? Out of the 8.4 billion people on this planet, what are the odds? Is it the beautiful family you were born into, or the one that you found, or the amazing children that you have? With the infinite complexities of genetics and networks, how could you get so lucky? Is it that you got the job that you were hoping and praying for? Out of all of the possible applicants, they chose you. And getting that perfect parking space downtown and remembering to pay the meter so you don't get a ticket again, well then, you are extremely lucky. Finally, I want you to think about what kindness we can show each other this holiday season. How can you make tomorrow and the day after someone else's lucky day? Thank you.
Thank you, Jess, for that always inspirational message. And now please join me in welcoming Miss Central Maryland, Anna Dienne, who will perform "Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas," accompanied by Jesse Brackett.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your hearts be light. From now on, faithful friend, you are dear to us. Gather near to us once more. Through the years we all be together. If the fates allow, hang a shining star upon the highest bough. So have yourself a merry little Christmas now.
Thank you, Anna, for sharing your beautiful voice with us. And now, the moment I know many of you have been waiting for, I'm pleased to introduce the Frederick Children's Chorus, led by founder and artistic director, Lee Close. Now I'd like to invite everyone to join the chorus in West Central Maryland for a sing-along of Jingle Bells and We Wish You a Merry Christmas. The lyrics can be found in your programs if you don't remember.
So, if you'd like, you can stand or you can stay seated, but please join us in singing Jingle Bells.
a really mangled mess, and we don't want that. So, first of all, we sing the first verse, which is, we wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas, and a Happy New Year. And then we sing the refrain, good tidings to you, and good tidings to you, good tidings we bring to you and your kin, good tidings for Christmas and a Happy New Year. Then we sing verse 2. Now bring us some figgy pudding, now bring us some figgy pudding, now bring us some figgy pudding, and bring some out here. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin, good tidings for Christmas and a Happy New Year. And we do the third verse, and we do the refrain again, and then we go back and we sing, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to finish. Okay, everybody? Nobody's going to get lost now, yeah? Excellent. All right. Let's stand to sing this one.
It's now my pleasure to invite Council President Nash to light tonight's first candle. Once your candle is lit, please share your flame with those around you and join us in our mission of silence. We are usually outside, so it's not so cold and rainy. Bear with us while we figure out the logistics of the candle lighting. On behalf of Celebrate Frederick, thank you for attending this year's Festival of Lights. I invite you all to stop by Baker Park to listen and enjoy a carillon performance by John Whitman immediately following tonight's event. Guests are invited to climb the bell tower stairs to watch or simply listen from the park. We have several more events coming up this winter, and we invite you to join us for the Chris Funeral procession at 6:30 p.m. on Friday and a Bootleggers Ball on Saturday, February 8th. Happy holidays, and thank you for coming. Thank you and have a lovely evening.